Welcome everyone to another video from the Secrets of the Jedi canon book. For those unfamiliar with this video series, here I break down an excerpt from the Secrets of the Jedi canon book that came out a few years ago, which is basically written from Luke Skywalker's point of view, like a diary, where he wrote about almost everything, whether it be the different Jedi of the Republic or galactic events from before he was born. And once I finish this series, there are 3 more books that focus on the Sith, bounty hunters, and Wookiees that I'll get into next, so make sure to subscribe if that interests you at all. Let's get into it. From the ashes of the Galactic Empire, the First Order rose from the prior regime's remnants who were unwilling to fall in line with the New Republic. Here, Luke recounts the rise of the First Order. While I was training a new generation in the old ways, the New Republic was facing a far too familiar threat. A faction known as the First Order was taking form under the influence of Supreme Leader Snoke. Unlike Emperor Palpatine before him, Snoke was not a Sith Lord, but his mastery of the dark side was equally as impressive, and terrifying. Though a new resistance was forming to face the threat of the First Order head-on, Snoke knew that only the Jedi would be able to stand in his way of his march towards galactic domination. He sought to destroy our fledgling Jedi Order from the inside, and one of my pupils unwittingly became his pawn. This is another short one, and while it doesn't add any new or insightful information, I like the focus that it gives to Snoke. Because of how he was cast aside for the rise of Skywalker and revealed to only be a puppet and failed clone of Palpatine, nobody's really talked about him or included him in any stories since then, but for a solid 5 or so years, between The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, he was the main point of fan speculation and theory, and was an interesting character because of the mystery of his origins. Luke clarifies that Snoke was not a Sith like Palpatine, because the Sith had died with Vader, but he was still strong on the dark side and a master manipulator of galactic events, orchestrating the rise of the First Order and the fall of the New Republic, although now it would seem that it was all done through Palpatine. It would be interesting to know how much Palpatine controlled Snoke's actions and what the First Order was carrying out, or if Palpatine simply had this failed clone, stuck him in as the central figure of this new regime, and then dipped out to focus on Exegol again, not really caring about what happened with the First Order. Luke also mentions Snoke's innate fear of the Jedi and their ability to stand in his way, and although we got a lot of this through his dialogue and fear of Luke Skywalker's return in The Force Awakens, it would be neat to see more of this before the story of the movie. It's not an uncommon opinion within the fandom, but it would be interesting to see Luke's search for Jedi temples and artifacts, him building his Jedi Order and training his apprentices, Ben Solo amongst them, and then Snoke and the First Order growing in the shadows during all of this, getting in the minds of them all as he and the First Order start to form in the unknown regions. Let me know what you think of this excerpt in the comments below. Remember to like the video and subscribe for more videos breaking down this book, and remember to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you all for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.